Hi y'all, Ayla here and welcome back to my channel. I had planned to do this downstairs because I do have that table set up in the living room and I'm actually wrapping presents down there this year. But it's like 15 degrees and I don't know why I said like, because it is 15 degrees and we actually don't keep the house heater on here. We keep a space heater on up here in the bedroom. It's freezing downstairs. The house heater is on now and I've got that sucker cranked up because I do have to go down and wrap presents. Because tomorrow I'm leaving to go to my sister's to take my family's Christmas to them. And I haven't got their presents wrapped yet. So I have to get that done. But anyways, I just moved up here for this because it's too cold. And for anyone who's freaking out, oh my God, you don't keep your house heater on. We live in a condo and we share pipes with 3 other condos and they keep their house heaters on. We've been doing this for years. We only turn our house heater on long enough to heat the house like when it's cold like this. And then I will turn the house heater back off and just use space heaters because I do have 4 space heaters. I have one in the kitchen, which is actually the ones in the living room right now. One in the hall bathroom, one in the master bathroom, and one here in the master bedroom. And that works perfectly. We're probably going to need to get a 5th one so that we have one for the kitchen and the living room instead of having to share. But, so what this is about is, as I said, to make pretty little gift tags. That's what these actually are. And it's from using, I went to Michael's and it was a little thing, what is this brand? Celebrate It, Christmas, Noel, bakeware, utensils. I'm not sure why it's saying that because it is Christmas tags. And this little packet contained these. It says baked with love, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year with a to and from, a little plaid on the bottom. And then these Christmas trees that say Joy, Love, Peace with a little plaid on top and bottom. And so they're cute, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with the baked with loved ones. But these 2 here particularly, they're very cute, but they're cute. You bought them, yay, good for you. And the same with these. This one it says Holly Jolly. It's upside down, but it says Warm Wishes. And Merry and Bright. Very cute. I really like these. But again, they're what they are. And these, Let It Snow. And again, Holly Jolly. And I think this one says Peace, Joy, and Love. And so I just like to take them and jazz them up a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to easily do that. Here's this one. And again, if you saw the little blurb video, I actually ran out of my tape runner. So I bought this pack. It has 6. It has 6 of these. I'm not going to run out anytime soon. These actually are all ones that can be refilled, which I'm really glad. And that's what I actually went to get. But these were for 12 bucks for 6, so you can't beat it. I hope, anyways, I don't know really what the quality. I've never used this brand. But so this one right here is the one I'm using now. I have taken the one that says Joy, Love, and Peace, and I've cut off the plaid. But I've left just a tell, if you can tell really, I can get my hand up there. And see, I've left just a little bit of the green on the top and the bottom. And I put these little dimensional stickers. And I'm really hoping this video, by the way, isn't going to be like crazy, ridiculous long. And if you ever wonder, do you really need your thumb? Try getting a really serious paper cut and having to wear a giant band-aid on it and then try and do stuff. And you realize how important your thumb is. And so I want this. Oh yeah. No, I remember what I was going to do with this. So I've just got, it's just a piece of cardstock that was plaid. It was a big old piece. This is part of it here. And I cut it and I used decorative scissors. And if you don't know what decorative scissors are, here's the one that I used to make this pattern. Oh, of course I have no idea what that one is. Well, anyways, decorative scissors are these. They have Instead of just having a straight edge, this one is a deckled edge, and you know, they've got ones with really pretty scallops. This is one that I love to use, and there's all sorts of like little bubbles. This is another one that I really like to use, and that's the pattern that they cut. And this one just does little things like that, little swoops, and then you just kind of put it on there. And one thing I love to stress whenever I'm talking to people about doing stuff like this, perfection is a bore. Don't try for it. A, you're never going to achieve it. And B, it's boring. It's just, machines can do that kind of stuff. And I'm saying that because I don't know if you can tell, but my scallops kind of, they don't go straight across. They kind of slanted up. So they're going, rather than, okay. They still work for me. Now I'm going to do this a little bit off. So, okay, yeah, this looks like this is going to work really well. And these tags, you know, I think I said in a little thing that, you know, to teach you how to make keepsake ones. And people do tend to keep the tags that I make, just like they keep the cards that I make, which I love. That thrills me that people love something I've made so much that they're willing to keep it. But you don't need to use massive amounts of tape. Like I just did one little strip across, and that's enough. It's you know, I'm tugging. It's not going anywhere. And then I've got another one where I just cut another piece from this same plaid paper that's exactly the same size, and I'm gonna put a space between it and have like that. So I'm going to just put a little bit of tape, you know. We'll put in a little bit of this glue, tape stuff, whatever you want to call it, on each end. I'm not even going to put any in the middle because there's just no need. And I'll measure as best I can. This stuff is kind of forgiving for a few seconds. You can move it around a little bit. There you go. Does it look done? This is something that I've had to learn for myself. I actually like things very, very plain. I'm being attacked by something. I like things very, very plain, very simple. But I have learned, and this is actually something my husband, God bless my husband. Oh, seriously, the man is just, he's just been a godsend to my life. Take things where I think they need to go, and then go another step. Just do one more thing. What I've got here is gold ink pad. This is pigment ink. This particular one is, this isn't the right lid. Oh, I've got the wrong lids on these. I've got the lid for the gold on the green, and I've got the lid for the green on the gold. But this is color, they're both Colorbox. It's a brand I really like. It's a good quality brand. But I don't know how long I've had these, so I did buy some while I was at Michael's of a brand I've never heard of called, not Michael's, I keep saying Michael's, I mean Meyer, Color Crush. But again, they are pigment ink, there are dye inks, there's even washable ink, so if you're working with kids, you would want to get the kind that's washable, because the ink will end up anywhere and everywhere. But I'm just dabbing the edge of the card, and I'm going to kind of scoop forward a little bit, because I want it, let's see if it's showing up, I hope it is. There's a little edge of gold. I mean, you can see over here there's nothing, and I really hope it's picking up. My ring light is shining so bright in my eyes I can't tell. And then again, I'm going to get my hand out of the way. I'm kind of dabbing down, and then I'm scooping forward a little bit to get it to kind of drag and get more on the actual front of it. So hopefully you can see it. Again, I can't really tell. And I'm going to do the bottom. Let's get my hand out of the way so y'all can see. Go. I'm just going to go ahead and do the top of this too. Get that corner a little better. Excuse me. The reason why I prefer pigment ink is it's a better quality, I think, in my opinion. There's more pigment, there's more color. And one drawback is it does take a while to dry. So you can just barely see the little corner of this. This is just some parchment paper, and I'm just setting that on there to dry, because pigment ink is what you use if you're like embossing, which is just like sprinkling this powder and then heating it. Or if you're putting glitter, it just takes a while to dry, so things adhere to it really a lot better. I don't tend to do those things because I'm messy enough on my own. I don't need anything that's going to help me be messier. And embossing and glitter, I think we all know what you can do with glitter. Like make a huge mess. Woohoo! Yeah. So there's another one. Now this one, I would probably just tape on the back, and I would write, like, you know, who the card or who the package is to right here and who it's from right here. And I probably just got gold ink on my hands now. It takes sometimes just minutes depending on how humid and everything it is. It's not very humid here right now, miracle. But it can take, you know, it can take like a half hour sometimes. But right now it's not so humid, so yay. So let's see. This one here. This one I always, every year I do something with poinsettias. Is my mom just loved poinsettias. And all I did is, you can find stickers like this anywhere. Not hard at all to find. And you can do flowers. You know, I've got flat ones here. You know, there's no, these have some dimension to them. Different layers. This one's just flat. Yeah, I've got wreaths. There's, you know, I've got stars. I'm just kind of been dragging stuff out of my stash. Here, let me get this out so you can actually see them. And it won't be all shiny from the plastic bag. Well, there's actually 2 sets of them. I guess I've never actually pulled these out. I must have bought a bunch of these on clearance. I mean, these are stars. I think I might do one with this. But I'm going to go ahead and do another poinsettia right now. But I think do a little different paper. Let's see. I think I'm going to do a white. I'll do this small white poinsettia here. Get it to peel up again. Trying to use the thumb. That's. Let's see. Is this too? This plaid might be too small. What have I got in here? When I worked at Barnes & Noble, before they laid me off with no notice, not bitter at all, no, not me, even though it was just about the best thing that ever happened to me, because I would have never gotten the job I have now if they had laid me off with no notice. Haha, yeah, bigger piece of it. But anyways, I used to, sorry, Barnes & Noble does that to me. I get thinking about them and the claws come out. So I'm just going to stick that onto this paper. And I've got a paper cutter. And you do not have to spend a lot of money on stuff like this. I bought some new decorative scissors because some of mine are broken. I bought this pack of 12 at Michael's. They were $13, maybe $13.99, something like that. Either $12.99 or $13.99. And of course I had, you know, well, this week I had a 50% off coupon, but you know, almost every week, if not every week, they have a 40%. But this time of year, they really want your business, so they got 50% off coupon. So, you know, I paid $6 something. So yeah, they must have been $12.95 because I paid $6.50, something like, you know, $6.45, $49 or something for them. For 12 decorative scissors. And they have these any time of year. And this one is actually a pretty good one. This one did cost around $20, but again, I used a coupon. I had a 40% off coupon. It has a cutter and a scorer. I wish I could take the score thing off because I never use it. I have another thing. If I'm making cards, I have another thing that I use to actually make my cards. So it just cuts, this thing cuts beautifully. This is from the Michaels brand, Recollections. Hobby Lobby, Joann's, they all have them. You know, there's, and you can get them, I think Walmart even has them to like $12. Okay, so I've cut that, and I think I'm going to, let me just set that out of the way. Where's that decollaged one? I don't know. I don't think you all can see this. It's crazy how many decorative scissors I have. Oh my gosh. I mean, this whole thing, this is an Iris box. If you ever hear me talk about Iris boxes, this is what I mean. This is an old one with the old type closure, which I'm so glad they replaced because it's a pain in the neck. Here, this one. I'll use this one. Okay. Is it the same one I used? It might be. But just, so you see how it's square? And then you just cut with these pretty scissors. I'm just cutting on the very edge. And these aren't like the highest quality, unfortunately. This is one of the new ones that I just bought. And they work really well on cardstock, but this is just regular scrapbooking paper, so it's thinner, so they don't work quite as great on the thin paper. And I'm just going around every edge. Oh. There we go. And yes, those sounds are required. I always make a little noise when I'm crafting. I don't know why. There we go, okay. And I do always try to clean up, because otherwise you end up with an absolute mess, and you end up not being able to tell what is part of the craft and what is part of a mess. Oh, I lost it for a second there. Okay. Oh, it is the same one, because I just realized this piece I'd started doing, I don't know why I didn't finish it. I'm going to do that now though, but it is the same pair of scissors that I was using. Good. So this is a thicker paper, so it cut much more easily on it. Let's see, I may need to trim this. Oh no, I think that's going to work just fine. So that. And I did, oh, watch me see if I can find, oh, no. What did I do? I set it over here. I found, oh, here. Oh, yay. I, of course, you know, I went to Meyer to get the tape runners and ended up buying a new green and new red ink pad. I found these, they say to and from. They were in the clearance, but I don't think they went up clearance. But it's fine. If I had known these existed, I would have wanted to get some. So let me stick my poinsettia on here. And I just did one little run of tape, because that's all I need. And here's my hole punch. My punch should be in here. Hole punch. So you're a big giant hole punch in a little thing of scissors. Well, seriously? I'm not seeing my hole punch. I know it's in here because I've already used it once. Oh, there it is. I knew it had a pink handle, but I didn't realize how many of my scissors have pink handles too. So that may not be the world's best place to put that. So I am going to use my hole punch. And I'm trying to decide, what do I want to be the top? I think, oh, there's a little leaf right there. I wish there was a second leaf somewhere, but I think we'll make that the top. And I'm going to punch a hole. I'm trying to decide, yeah, I think I will. Okay, so I've just punched a hole right there. Boy, that is, you look at it from the back, you can tell that is so not straight. But the plaid is not straight on the green. I don't know if you can, no, I don't think the light's going to let you see it. So, I don't know where this piece of string came from. It's got a holly leaf on it, stuck to it. Let's just stick you right there. But it's just some twine. I do also, that's right, yeah, I forgot. I found this when I was kind of going through my stash yesterday. Be careful opening it because these are a bunch of little plastic snowflakes. Let's see, actually, yeah, I think I'll just use this red, not that twine. Regular scissors, regular scissors. Oh, here, let's get some other ones. Don't want to accidentally cut this. It's got a little piece of tape on it. Oh, I think this might be elastic. Well, that's different. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I think I started saying about, you know, I used to, when I worked at Barnes & Noble, I used to buy these British card making magazines. I really miss getting them. I need to find someplace else that carries them because I don't shop Barnes & Noble anymore. Shop Amazon. Yeah, not bitter at all. Yeah, this I think is so pretty. And so I'm just gonna stick that through there. And my brain, no, that's not how I'm gonna do it. My brain just fried. I made a little loop, and I'm going to stick the whole loop through like that. And then I'm going to pull this through the loop. And yeah, I think that's going to be long enough. And then you can tie this to a package. And the reason I'm going to do that, here out of the way, is on the back here I'm going to put one of these to and from stickers. Let's put this one. Because otherwise I would have just written, you know, the to here and from here or something like that, you know. Some of that. But you can tie that on and they can flip it over, see who it's to and from, and have a pretty tag on the front. Okay, now let's use one of these guys because these are some of the other ones. They came in a kit like this. It had this little white thread, and again it's from that same brand. Oh, it is from Recollections. Did it say it in there? Oh, okay, now I guess this is a different brand. Okay, that was Celebrate It, and this is Recollections. Like I'm 99% certain that Recollections is the Michaels brand. I think that started coming into the company just before I got laid off from Michaels. Yes, I got laid off from Michaels as well. Michaels gave me plenty of notice. It was during the recession, so I totally got it. You know, we knew the writing was on the wall for some positions. And I'm trying to decide, do I want Warm Wishes? Do I want Merry and Bright? Let's do Merry and Bright. Actually, I've got one sitting over here all by itself, so we'll just do that one. So I'm going to do this one. And look how pretty that is. So picking up the gold. Yeah, there you go. See, it's got the gold little thread like going through it. Let's get some of this nice deep green color. I think that will look pretty. Where's the one that I already made? Didn't I already make one using this? I know I did. Oh, there. Oh, okay. That's the same cardstock that I used for the back of this one. I guess I really like this. Alrighty. Put that all over there out of the way. Here. Oops. Always want to put your lid back on your glue thingy-majiggy. Otherwise, it'll end up putting glue all over everything. Let's just push these extra bits out of the way. Get this out of the way. Okay, what do I want to do? Okay. So, I can't remember what the size of this is. I thought I had this backwards. I think I did. Okay. I always measure, when I'm doing crafts, I measure with the centimeters, I mean metric millimeters and centimeters, because they're just much more exact than the imperial inches. So this is 6 centimeters. Oh, no, it's not. Right in the right place. There we go. Okay, well, it's almost 6, so we're going to say 6. Yeah, I thought it would be exact, and I was like, it's almost. And that's about 8.5 centimeters. So I'm going to do this 7 and 9.5. So I'm going to do the first cut at 7 centimeters. Yeah, well, it helps if you get the little cutter thing. There we go. And then I'm going to do the second one at 9.5. That's 10. There we go. There. All right, let's set those aside. So that's going to go in there. And I'm going to show you something. I have corner cutters, but you know, I tend to not use them. It's one of those things, I just need to find a new home for them. Somebody else's house. And what I tend to do instead is find one of my new ones. I might just be able to use this. Yeah, I think it'll work with this one. Yeah, well. Let's see if you can see this. It's got a very definite edge here, and then a swoop. So it gets like a point, and then a swoop, and then a point, and then a swoop. I'm going to line up this paper with this edge. I really hope I'm doing a good job showing you this, because again, I really can't see because the light is shining. So I'm lining it up with that edge and with this edge. The paper, the corner of the paper. And so just do that, and there, and cut. And do it again on this side. Line up with that edge. Come on. And come on. And that edge. Well, I didn't get it. Okay. Can you see how nice those look? They look very symmetrical. They're not perfect, I can tell, looking up close, but they're awful darn close. And yes, I know I say perfection is a bore, but if I were to, say, take this one that just makes little swoops and try and cut corners the same. Watch watch it work out perfectly this time, just because I'm trying to show how usually it doesn't. Oh no, yeah. This one slants way more. This one goes like this one goes like that. I hope it shows. This wouldn't look good, because you do want your corner cut, if you're going to cut corners, you do want them to be as close to perfect as you can get. You know, there's always something that breaks the rules. Let's get those scissors back out of the way. So I really like using scissors that have very definite edges. And by the way, pardon my nails. I painted them all to decide if I like this new color, and I found that I do love this new color, but I need to take this off and paint them properly. There we go. So all 4 edges are decoratively cut, look pretty, and I didn't have to buy a whole nother tool to do it. I just was able to use some of my decorative scissors, because I don't like having to pull out a whole bunch of different tools. I mean, look at all the stuff I've got. I've got piles of paper all over here, over here. Where you can't really see. Let me just kind of move this a little bit and show you what I'm talking about. Hi. Yeah, just, you know, there's all of this, and I'm going to show you something with this too. And again, back to the whole story about, yeah, I keep going back. This is welcome to ADHD land. This is my family and friends' life when they talk to me. British card making magazines give you lots of free stuff. A lot of this stuff that I have, like this, this paper, this is cute, adorable. I absolutely love this pad of paper. came free in a British card making magazine. You know, they just give you tremendous amounts of stuff. Stickers. I have most of my stamps, my clear stamps, come from British card making magazines. So I highly recommend them. They're like, 10, sometimes they're 15 and 20 bucks, but they're still worth it. So if you know of any place that sells them, other than Barnes & Noble, I recommend if you want to get a nice collection, that's a good way to go, because you'll get a magazine with lots of wonderful ideas and lots of inspiration, and then you'll also get some great tools and papers and stickers. And so I just stuck that on there. I'm gonna just eyeball it. I can tell now it's not perfect. It's a little bit wonky, but not terribly. And if it was too wonky, it wiggles a bit until it does become truly stuck permanently. And you know what? I think I'm going to do some green. Well, I guess I should finish before I do the edge in green. I think I should, let's see, what do I want to do else? Okay, I've got a hole right there, but I don't want to, I want this tag to be one that gets, like, stuck down. So I've got some brads, and somehow I've got even more of those snowflakes. Wow, I got so many snowflakes. What have I got here? Let's use one of these bright, oh, that's gonna work, yeah. I'm going to do the red ink, a bright red brad. Will look good. This came in a card making magazine, and I can't get it to close. And that's, oh, don't tip over. There's lots of little things in here I don't want to have to try and pick up. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid to see how long this video is. Ah! Oh golly, alrighty. Alright, so this is a brad. It's got a little flat thing. Some of them can be decorative. They have snowflakes and Christmas tree ones and all. And it's got little pointy things. And I am just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna use a pair of scissors. And I'm just gonna start the hole. There we go. So I've just used the scissors to pierce through the green paper. And I'm gonna stick this pointy thing through, and then the brads just split apart, and like that. And kind of mash it down there. Okay, so that. And this is one that I put, like, to and from. So I'm not going to use one of the stickers on this, but I'm going to use red ink. And again, this is pigment ink. And I'm going to just do the corners. And again, I'm poking down and then brushing forward a little bit to get it on there. So yeah, I mean that's it was okay, but it needed a little something. So I'm going to do that on all four corners. Just poking down and brushing forward some. Okay. Boy, this is an old ink pad, I think. It's probably good that I got a new one. I think this one's probably going to be going the way of the dodo soon. Okay. Let's do a little more on this top ones. Alrighty. See, just gave it a little extra something. And that's it. So all I did with this bought tag, started out, like this, got a piece of green cardstock, cut it to a size that I thought would look good, used some decorative scissors to cut the corners, and you could have just cut all the way around if you'd wanted, and then taped it on there, put a little brad through the hole there. You could have just put a hole all the way through both of them. Even if you didn't have a hole punch, you could have done what I just did, a pair of scissors, make a hole. and you could have string through it if you wanted. You know, I just put some little red ink in there, and that's done. And so someone's going to get a nice, a unique, pretty card gift tag, and they're going to know that I made it, that I took the time to do that. It's so simple, y'all, and there's no talent here. This is, yes, I look at things and I see, oh, I could do this, I could do that. You know, this, I used some musical paper. I didn't even cut the edges on this. This is just some musical paper, scrapbooking paper with, you know, sheet music, that's on it. This is just paper green with diamonds. And, you know, I took one of these set from this set. You know, it was like, what, $4, $3? How much were these? I don't even know. They were 50% off. You know, so it was $5, so I ended up paying $2.50. Actually, and then I had also a coupon for 25% off my whole purchase. Yeah, so I love coupons at Michael's. Again, I put a red brad just to give it a little sparkle, you know, something. And I may go over this with some gold now that I've thought of that. Yeah, I think I will just kind of put some gold on here. Just have a little extra bling. You know, again, just taking it that extra step. But that's all there is to this sort of thing. And you can use stickers. My phone actually said that I had too much stuff on my camera, on my phone. So I had to delete the video that I just uploaded. And I am going to be uploading who won the 2 Ipsy bags, the 2 people who won those. The Black Friday ones, because I totally forgot to do that on Sunday until somebody reminded me in a comment. So you didn't really miss anything. Just did that. Set that over here, let that dry. I don't know if you can really tell that there's a little bit of bling on there. The gold. I'm going to do one more where I'm using a sticker. Just to, again, show you how... Come on, get on there. Easy this is. Actually, wait, that's right, I forgot. I wanted to show you this. This was just some cardstock little shapes of that. I don't really care about that, but I care about these. What you do with these, let me pause for a moment and get a pen. Okay, am I recording again? Yes, I think I am. Okay, I think, am I right? Yes, okay. So, I just got these shapes. Let's put this on the edge here, and yeah, I'm just thinking, oh, I probably should do a really easy one. And I'm hoping this pen is going to show up. Don't want this to move. And I'm just going around here. Okay. Yeah, I can see that that's going to show up. So, can you see where I have... I don't know if it's showing up on there or not. Kind of maybe see it. Where I have drawn on there with a pen. I'm going to cut that out. So hang on a moment while I do that. Okay, back again. Gone so long for you, wasn't I? So I've cut it out. So this is it. I'm going to be honest with you. I was not real careful. So it's not perfect. Again, you know, highly overrated. If you looked up close, you could tell that, yeah, it's not perfect. So this is just a packet. It was from a thing of ornament stickers. You know, I'm sure I got them at Michael's. So could have gotten them at Hobby Lobby or whatever. I'm just going to stick it right in the middle. Right there. Maybe be a little bit straighter than that. For yourself. Stuck to my finger. Go. And I'm just going to put it just like that. And then, where's that plaid? No, not plaid. Oh, this. No, I don't think that's gonna. Yeah. Oh, here we go. How about this? How about that? Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, it's like, what did I do with it? Get out of the way. So let's see. This is 5, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 centimeters wide by 10 centimeters long. So I'm going to make this I'll make it 5 centimeters wide. Oops, that's not what I want. Yeah, God, my brain just like, oh. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make it, let's make it, yeah. I don't even know how many centimeters long that is. Paper's a bit bent right there. Didn't realize that when I cut it. Go. I wasn't planning on, but I am going to do some decorative scissors because the paper's a bit bent here and there's actually a little tear right there. So, ooh, what's the purple ones? Oh, that's nice. We'll use that. It's a fun little scallopy sort of edge. And I'm just going to go and just line suckers up here and cut. I'm not going to do the top and bottom, I'm only going to do the sides. And I kind of like to try and make them as similar. You'll line up as similarly as I can. Oh, free yourself. There we go. Boy, if I had a dime for every time I told something to free itself, heck, if I had a nickel for every time I told something to free itself. It was like a catchphrase for me. There we go. So now I have that, and then, come here you, I'm just gonna, you know what, I think I'm going to use some good old gold. I'm going to go all the way around on this. I'm going to be kind of quick, and put a little bit extra up on the top. I'm going to do the same on the bottom. I'm really dragging that in there big time, and then just kind of rub along all these curves. There we go. Let's see. Just adds a little extra to it. And you always want to make sure you put the lid back on these things because pigment ink will stain anything it can. Here's this. Put it there because this is so long. Let's put a second piece there. And there's another tag. You got 2 up here, from there. You put a hole in the corner there. I think I actually probably will do that. Look at that. I was able to find my hole punch really fast. It's a miracle. Where's that? There we go. And then I'll probably use a white string that actually came with these tags. And there you go. I mean, how fast was that? Boom, done. So I hope this didn't bore you all to tears with my very, very long video. Where'd this Brad come from? Huh, did I have it? I don't know. Maybe it escaped. Okay, I hope you got some good ideas, and I hope I didn't bore you all to tears. I know this was an incredibly long video. I'd hoped to keep it under a half hour. I think it's more like an hour. Sorry. But, alright, so I'm going to post this, and I'm probably not going to be able to film the video for who won the 2 Ipsy gift bags, whatever, until after this is uploaded because my phone is just about full. Y'all have a good day. Bye!